If you're not running Google Ads for your business, you should. Hey, it's Jaime with Echo Real Estate Advisors. Welcome back to the channel that provides actionable content to help your business grow. Don't forget to subscribe, as every month I give away one of my YouTube, Google, and Facebook courses away for free as a thank you for being a subscriber. Okay, let's dig in. We're gonna run some Google Ads and we're gonna go at a very fast pace. If you're looking for a more detailed blow-by-blow tutorial, go to my other videos. I have a Google Ads series for real estate agents that goes from to end. This one's going to be a very quick tutorial on how to get your Google Ads up and running. Now, this video is geared more towards the people that just want to get something out there, want to get started. They know that Google Ads is very powerful, but they don't. They just want to get something out there as quickly as possible, and then start working on making some detailed adjustments that's going to improve their ads. So this is with the mindset that I'm approaching it. So let's dig in. All right, so we're gonna go to campaigns. And we're gonna create a new campaign right here. This is the first screen that trips people up. As soon as they see this, they click out and they go figure out something else to do. It's very simple. Now, sales is more of a product based. This video can be applied for pretty much any industry, but this is geared more towards real estate, more leads based. So if you're talking about sales, if you're talking about mortgages, if you're talking about real estate, clearly, if you're talking about any type of service industry, we are gonna focus more on the leads side. Now, you could also do website traffic. One of these two is what I would recommend. So we're not gonna dig too much into this. We're not gonna drill down into brand awareness, the app promotion, because it doesn't necessarily apply. We could realistically do a website traffic, but I want you to get started, and then again, going back to the mindset, we're gonna backfill some ways to optimize our campaign. So we're gonna go with leads. And the reason that I'm making that distinction between leads and website traffic is because with leads, we're talking about conversions. There's gonna be one switch, and I'll call it out as we're going through the campaign, that I'm gonna make that effectively makes it more of a website traffic type of an ad, not necessarily a leads campaign or an ad, because the leads, it's looking for conversions. As you can see here, get leads and other conversions by encouraging customers to take action. So we're gonna just dig in. You get to decide if you want to be in the search bar. So when you type in Google and the immediate results in the search bar, you're right here, display on the right hand side, not only in Google search, but in a lot of other websites that are partners with Google. You get to see on that right hand banner your displayed ad. Let me just go through this. So shopping, if you're selling a product, then you categorize them. And then video, this is where you advertise with YouTube. A lot of people get confused and think that they have to go to YouTube and run a campaign from there. Well, very similar to Instagram and Facebook, you can't do that. Here, if you wanna advertise through YouTube, you have to go through Google Ads, which is right there. We're gonna go to search. And what we're trying to optimize for, what our goal is going to be is for website visits. You can make it your goal to do phone calls. You can make it your goal to visit store visits, actual physical visits, app downloads, but we're gonna go with website visits. And here, we're just gonna type our website. You're gonna name it. And we're gonna say real estate ad as an example. Now, this network or the display network. So you see here on the display, it's that right-hand column, that bar that whenever you search, you're gonna see some ads on the right-hand side. That's if you're paying attention. A lot of people don't, so that's why I omit that. Now, this also is reflected on many other partner campaigns, but I just nix it all together for my for my ad spend, it's gonna go much further doing the search network. You can leave it in, but know that that's not what I do. All right, locations, wherever you're trying to have your presence, wherever you're advertising, this is where you would do that. I typically go to advanced search and I narrow it down. Let's see, to a radius. All right, go to radius. Let's just say right here. Let's just say I want to be anywhere close. Well, let's make it more pronounced. Let's just say I live in Arlington as an example, and I'm only going to drive 20 miles or would like to drive 20 miles. This is the beauty of targeted advertising. You get to decide who sees your message, i.e. you get to see who's most likely going to act. And you really craft your own area, you craft your own target marketing. So we are going to call that good, target, save, and we're on our way. So a 20-mile radius. You can also do it by state. You can also do it by city, by zip code, and various other ways to target the market, but we're gonna go with radius just to show you that capability. Here, if you wanna include a certain language, target people that speak Spanish, if you wanna target people that speak Chinese, people that speak whatever, you get to target that here. Audiences, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna show you, we're not gonna run an ad based off of these audiences, but I wanna show you what you can target for. You can target people based off of the demographics. Now, if you're familiar with Facebook ads, a lot of the demographics are like homeowners, renters, likely to move. That's not necessarily a demographic, but it's more of an interest, or yeah, I guess that would be a demographic. A lot of the demographics in Facebook have gone away, but in Google, they still remain. So if you're targeting homeowners, you could do that, and you're only targeting homeowners. So that's pretty cool. We're not gonna target that here because I wanna show you the keywords feature, but just know that that's there, and it will be here in the audience section at the very, very beginning. Now, budget. Budget is adjustable based off of the campaign only. You have the campaign, you have the ad set, and then you have the actual ad. Very similar to Facebook. Now, the difference in Facebook is you can adjust budgets based on who you target, i.e. your ad set. Here in Google Ads, you cannot do that. You adjust it based off of the campaign. So what I do is whenever I'm split testing, I create something from the very beginning, from the campaign level to the ad set to the ad. Not from the ad to the ad. From the ad set to the ad, like I do on Facebook. I hope that makes sense, but just know that if you're trying to split test, you have to create a new account, or it would be encouraged for you to create a new campaign, create a new campaign, and then adjust the budgets accordingly, because you can't adjust the budgets differently within the ad sets. I hope that makes sense. So we're gonna do 10 per day as this example. And here, I made another video that teaches how to do Google Ads in a bit more detail, but what I omitted, or an assumption that I made, was that you already had your conversions set up. So that is an apology on my part. This is that switch that I was mentioning that we're gonna make right now, because again, I just want you to complete a Google Ads today. I don't want you to have to go to other videos. I don't want you to have to check out anything else. I want you to have a finished ad by the end of this video. And I want to make it as quickly as possible and painless as possible. So I need to stop talking. This is that switch that I was mentioning. I'm going to switch it to clicks. The moment that I do that, I've really, at the end of the day, I've made it more of a traffic campaign. Going back to those examples that we had where you had the products, you had the leads, which is the type that we clicked on, you had the traffic, and then at the very bottom you had two others. I can't remember exactly the kind right now. But effectively what I'm doing here is changing it more to a traffic campaign, just driving clicks, driving traffic to wherever I'm driving it to. All right, Leave this blank. You don't need this. You don't need to adjust anything at this time. And then the settings aren't necessarily too important. It's just about the ad schedule, ad rotation. Don't worry about that right now. We want to launch our ad sooner rather than later. The ad extensions, I highly encourage you to max them out. You're spending already through Google. You might as well maximize the real estate, the length of your ad, by adding these link extensions, call out extensions, call extensions, location extensions. As many extensions that are allowed, go ahead and add them. We're going to go very briefly over what they are. You would just click there, a site link extension, just so you see what it looks like. We're going to go into, let's just say we're trying to get a listing. Best realtor in town. Description: sell your house fast. Notice that I'm going to fill everything up. Sell home for top dollar. Final URL. I'm going to do that. Oops. I need the HTML, don't I? Not HTML, what did I say? HTTP, here we go. There we go. Site link extension, you would fill that up as well. Sell, house for sale. Don't worry about my ad copy. I highly suggest that you don't copy any of this. Sell quickly. And then we're gonna do the same preview so you get to see what it looks like. Now you see it's going to start making sense. You're going to see some extensions and then you're going to actually be able to create your ad. This is what an ad extension, a site link extension looks like. So we're going to save that. And again, spend more time on this. This is just so you see it. We're starting from scratch. Call out extension. This is very similar we just did on the site link extension, but a little bit different. I know that doesn't tell you much. It's similar but different. So we're gonna create one just so you see it. Sell quickly, house for sale, best realtor. Where are we? Yeah, Arlington Homes. Save, and then we're going to preview it. So you see it's starting to create some additional real estate. The description, there will be more of the ad, and what we saw on the previous thing that we created with the site link extensions, you see that it was below the ad. All right, now we add a phone number. We're going to do a call extension. You're going to put your phone number. Call reporting, go ahead and leave it on. Now, just so you see what it is. Find out when calls are made and received, the duration of the calls, and the caller's area code. So whenever you leave this on, effectively it's going to be a warm transfer to you. It's going to be a different number. It's going to be a Google number that they use. And then on the receiving end, when you receive the call, if they click on that ad, you're going to hear something to the effect of Google, this is incoming call from Google Ads or something similar to that, letting you know that this came from Google Ads, so get ready. And so you preview it over here, call, and it'll give a different number. Now, if you don't want it to track it, then just click no. Location, I don't have a location attached to this account, but you can use your location extension there. There are additional extensions here. If you want to play around with that, fantastic. If not, no worries. I sometimes come in here and do some additional just to test them out, but primarily I don't. Like most of the time I don't. So alrighty. Here is where you choose who is going to see your ad. This is whenever somebody is behind the computer and typing in realtor near me or real estate agent near me, best real estate agent, whatever they're typing, this is where you get to decide when you want your ad to appear. Now, not only did you frame it, did you put boundaries on where you want your ad to be and show, but now you get the opportunity to inject keywords that are only applicable or only the keywords that you want your ads to show in front of. So we're gonna put realtor here, and then I'm just gonna select some. Now, the only reason that you put I should say not the only reason, but one of the main reasons that at the very beginning when you created the ad and it asked you for your website wasn't necessarily to validate that you are able to run an ad or not, or them to verify your website. It was to give you ideas over here on the keywords to use. So Google is very, very smart, and it's giving you some ideas to consider with the keywords that you want your ads to show in front of. All right, houses for sale in Dallas, no. Since I'm gonna target more of Arlington, you know what? I'm gonna put exact match by opening the bracket, that's what I'm saying. Arlington, realtor. And then if I want something, if I just want a keyword as an example to show up, let's just say best realtor in Dallas, Texas, as an example. I know we were talking about Arlington, but well, we can still say Arlington. This realtor, this little phrase does need to appear. This phrase match, if I want to put real estate agent in there, as long as that phrase is present, and it doesn't matter what they put on this end or on this end, as long as that phrase is there, your ad is going to show up. Now this is very loose. This keyword is a broad match, so it goes into different elements. It goes into if it's misspelled, if there's different iterations of real estate agent, and it's gonna give you some additional keywords without you having to put the exact matches. Now, when you bracket it, then yes, you're saying, I only want my ad to show if this is entered. Not a misspelling, not a loose derivative of it, only if these show up. We're not gonna spend too much time there. I just want you to know how to do that. You can add another ad set there, or ad group, which translates to ad set on the Facebook world. And now you get to create the ad. Notice that we did the call outs, the call extension, the site link extensions right over here. So everything that you put is right here. Now we're gonna work on our actual ad. All right, final URL. And you can direct people to different parts of your website. So whenever you're doing those site link extensions, I know that I put the same website here, but you can direct them to different parts of the website. If you're targeting buyers and if you're targeting sellers, you can redirect them to their appropriate URL or the final destination that they need to be. Best realtor in town. Headline 2. Real estate agent of trust. Dependable. And hard working. Now, paths, it's not going to redirect them anywhere else. It's just a visual representation. So if you wanted to make it feel a little bit more local, just type in Arlington. But again, it's not going to redirect you anywhere else. That's just more for you. Description. Now, look at the characters over here. Now, you can't put your entire story on the headlines. You do get 3 titles, so I suggest, or headlines, so I suggest you use as many as possible. Again, we're trying to make this real estate, the real estate in our ad, as large as possible. We want our ad to be very, well, we want it to occupy as much real estate as possible. Looking to buy or sell a home, your home. Check us out. We live for this. Bam, how about that? And then description 2, sell for top dollar, work with the best. Again, work on the ad copy. And that's your ad. If you want to create another ad, you just do that. Or if you wanted to copy it, you can create another copy, different iteration of it. Save and continue. Congratulations, your campaign is ready. Fantastic. And you're off and running. Well, that's it, folks. That's the value I had for you today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Only if I earned it. Outside of that, keep calling your shot and execute daily.